The entire entertainment industry is in shock. Wang Sha is facing intense criticism for his controversial actions following the sudden passing of Barbie Hsu. What exactly has caused such an uproar? Just recently, he was seen rushing to Taiwan to attend his ex-wife's funeral, his face heavy with sorrow. And yet, only a few days later, images of Wang Sha holding hands with his new wife, celebrating Valentine's Day in Beijing, have sent the internet into a frenzy, but that's not all. He even visited a famous temple to offer prayers, not for his late ex-wife, but to pray for a child with his current wife. What does this mean? Has he already forgotten the woman who stood by his side for so many years? Or is this all just a big misunderstanding blown out of proportion by the public? Speech Balloon, what do you think about this? Some believe Wang Sha is heartless and ruthless, while others defend him, arguing that this is simply the next chapter of his life that he has no choice but to move forward with. What about you? Where do you stand? Leave a comment now, but wait. Before jumping to conclusions, let's take a closer look at the whole situation. Does Wang Sha truly deserve this backlash, or is this just a case of things spiraling out of control? Let's uncover the truth right now. After rushing back to Taiwan to attend the funeral of his ex-wife, the renowned actress Barbie Hsu, one would expect Wang Sha to take time to mourn and honor her memory. But no, just days after completing the funeral rites in Taiwan, he quickly returned to Beijing and was soon spotted publicly celebrating Valentine's Day with his new wife, Mandy. Photos of Wang Sha hand in hand with his new wife, looking radiant at an upscale restaurant, spread rapidly across social media, triggering a wave of backlash. Many couldn't help but ask, how can he be so happy when his ex-wife has just passed away? While the entire Taiwanese entertainment industry was still reeling from Barbie Hsu's sudden departure, Wang Shao's actions were deemed shockingly hasty. Some even called them downright heartless. But the controversy didn't stop there. Not long after, media outlets discovered that Wang Sha had visited a well-known temple to offer prayers. However, what stunned the public wasn't the visit itself, but the reason behind it. He wasn't there to pray for Barbie Hsu's soul. He was praying for a child with his new wife. This revelation sent shockwaves through the public. Many found it difficult to accept. Even though Wang Sha and Barbie Hsu had been divorced, she had just passed away. The wound was still fresh. Yet instead of taking time to grieve or commemorate her life, Wang Sha spent the days after her funeral focusing on his new life, even wishing for a child immediately with his current wife. Speech Balloon, but is this truly something to be condemned? Some argue that this is simply Wang Shao's way of moving forward. After all, he can't live in the past forever. However, others see it as an act of cold indifference. What do you think? Stay tuned because the details that follow might shock you even more. When news of Barbie Hsu's passing broke, Wang Sha immediately flew to Taiwan. Images of him arriving at the airport, his eyes red and his face gaunt with grief, quickly spread online. Before the media, he bowed deeply, pressing his hands together, pleading with the public to only speak kindly of his ex-wife. His mourning didn't stop there. Wang Sha expressed his sorrow in an emotional, almost theatrical manner, walking alone in the Taipei rain, even kneeling on the street as if consumed by overwhelming pain. His social media post, "Wife, I miss you so much," further convinced the public that despite their divorce, his love for Barbie Hsu had never truly faded. These moments moved many people. They believed Wang Sha was genuinely heartbroken over the loss of the woman he had spent years with. But that belief didn't last long. Just days after leaving Taiwan, Wang Shao's image took a dramatic turn. On February 11th, he returned to Beijing and was quickly spotted at Hongla Temple, a famous destination for those seeking blessings for love and fertility. Instead of the sorrowful man who had just been mourning, he appeared radiant alongside Mandy, his current wife. Then, on Valentine's Day, February 14th, a diner at a high-end Beijing restaurant shared that they had personally witnessed Wang Sha and Mandy holding hands lovingly over a romantic dinner. The stark contrast between these two versions of Wang Sha sent the internet into an uproar. From a man kneeling in the rain, crying out his ex-wife's name, to a man happily enjoying Valentine's Day with his new wife, all within a matter of days, this raised a burning question. Was Wang Sha truly grieving, or was he simply putting on an emotional performance for the cameras? Speech Balloon, what do you think of this transformation? Is he just a man trying to move on, or is he a heartless figure whose actions are simply too shocking? Stay tuned, because the truth behind this story is far from over. The unbelievable contrast between Wang Sha bowing solemnly at Barbie Hsu's funeral and joyfully embracing his new wife Mandy just days later ignited a firestorm on social media. Many found his sudden shift too jarring to accept, comparing him to a masterful actor or even the director of his own life, carefully orchestrating each scene to create the perfect media narrative. Speech Balloon, this guy is basically a one-man film production team, one netizen sarcastically remarked, implying that every tear shed in Taiwan and every smile in Beijing was meticulously planned. Mocking comments flooded online forums. Right finger, 10 days ago he was devastated. Now he's happily in love? That was fast. Right finger, his acting role is officially over. Right finger, he's not even pretending anymore. His on-screen life and real life are clearly two different worlds. Public outrage wasn't just about how quickly Wang Sha returned to his personal life, but also about the way he displayed his grief. Overly dramatic, excessively sorrowful, only for it to be wiped away in just a matter of days. This led to a pressing question. Were the tears in the rain, the agonizing words of loss, ever truly sincere, or was it all just a carefully staged emotional performance? But the story doesn't end there. Wang Shaofei's actions after Valentine's Day continued to fuel the controversy. Does he have an explanation for his rapid change in demeanor? Stay tuned, because the next developments might be even more shocking. Wang Shaofei is becoming the center of online criticism for allegedly exploiting the death of Barbie Hsu to play the role of the deeply sentimental man in order to seize her assets. The battle for Barbie Hsu's fortune. Where are the two mysterious, powerful figures? After Barbie Hsu's passing, the question of who would inherit her fortune became a hot topic across China. In addition to Ku Jun-yup and Barbie Hsu's two children, the battle for the massive $30 million estate of the Meteor Garden star also involves her mother, Huang Xuanmei, her sister, Barbie Hsu's younger sister, and Wang Shaofei's mother, Zhang Lan. On February 13th, this inheritance battle was said to have officially begun when Barbie Hsu's mother Mai sent a declaration of war to her former son-in-law, Wang Shaofei and Zhang Lan, while the families of Barbie Hsu and her ex-husband, the actor from Summer's Bubble, were locked in a tense standoff. Netizens noticed that two figures were still conspicuously absent from the inheritance battle: Barbie Hsu's father and her older sister. According to the law, both are in the line of succession, right after Ku Jun-yup and Barbie Hsu's children. So where are they? Barbie Hsu's father, Hsu Qian, was born in 1953 into a middle-class family with a tradition of silver business. Barbie Hsu and her siblings grew up experiencing emotional neglect from their father, as he held a patriarchal view, valuing sons over daughters. Hsu Qian wanted a son, but his wife could only bear 3 daughters. In 2008, Hsu Qian and his wife, Huang Xuanmei, divorced. According to 163.com, it was Barbie Hsu who convinced her mother to leave her violent husband. Despite their parents' separation, Barbie Hsu and her sisters continued to show respect and take care of their father. They would visit him every month and send him 100,000 new Taiwan dollars for living expenses. In early 2009, Hsu Qian fell into millions of TWD worth of gambling debts and was imprisoned by loan sharks. Barbie Hsu and her sisters pooled their money together to pay off the debt and release both their father and his girlfriend. Although Barbie Hsu had a difficult childhood due to her father's gambling addiction, domestic violence, and his disregard for his daughters, she still respected her father. On Father's Day, she would publicly wish him well on social media. When she married Wang Shaofei in 2011, Barbie Hsu allowed her father to escort her down the aisle. In 2012, Barbie Hsu's father passed away due to illness. Because Hsu Qian led a private life and rarely appeared in public with his children, and because Barbie Hsu and her sister Hsu Xiu-tae did not speak of him in the media as their mother did, the public did not know much about the actor's father. Now that Hsu Qian has passed away, he is not included in the inheritance list of his daughter's estate. Barbie Hsu's mother will be the sole beneficiary in the parental line of inheritance. Until now, the public only knew that Barbie Hsu had a younger sister, the TV host Di Hsu. But in reality, Barbie Hsu also has an older sister named Nana Hsu. Nana Hsu is described as a sensitive, introverted person, shaped by the emotional trauma of not being loved by her father and growing up in a family rife with constant conflict. Due to her personality, Nana rarely appeared alongside her famous younger sisters. However, Nana Hsu is deeply affectionate toward her siblings and has always been ready to take on responsibilities within the family. When the family faced a massive debt due to their father's gambling, Nana did not cry or lash out in anger. Instead, she took charge and led her 2 younger sisters, who were still children, to knock on the doors of relatives and borrow money to pay off the debt. When Barbie Hsu had health complications after giving birth, Nana proactively helped her sister and brother-in-law care for the children. According to sources close to the Hsu family, Barbie Hsu once bought her older sister a shop to help her earn an income. Even businessman Wang Shaofei, Barbie's ex-husband, showed great respect for Nana. When the fallout with Barbie Hsu happened, Wang Shaofei lashed out at everyone from his ex-mother-in-law to Di Hsu and her husband, businessman Hsu Nia-chun, but he never once targeted Nana. Through all the family drama that's played out in the media, Nana Hsu has remained silent. She has never publicly commented on the inheritance of Barbie's estate, nor has she participated in the battle over it, unlike their mother or younger sister Di. According to sources, Nana and her husband have no interest in getting involved in the fight for Barbie's fortune and prefer that everything be settled according to the law.